Hey guys, so I wanted to show you this. I must be one of the last people to actually find this in New York, but I was looking online for vegan vegetarian food because Lewis is a vegetarian and I came across this. Now, this stuff is really good, but the problem is that a lot of stores here they sell it for about 5.79 slash to 6.99 depending on the store. It really, really adds up. I think about 60% or 70% of our grocery budget is for, this kind of Gardein stuff, veggie burger. It takes up a huge amount of grocery costs because this stuff isn't cheap. So I was looking online today and I see that Amazon Fresh sells this stuff that normally costs about $6 for only like 3.84. Oh my gosh. So like Lewis loves this one a lot. 374. I mean 347. That is so freaking cheap. I just want to buy like $100 worth of this stuff. I'm not BSing you guys. Like this is such a good price and it's so inconvenient for me to always make trips to buy this vegetarian stuff. And the stores only carry about 6 of them at a time, so it's really easy if I'm just buying for 6 of them. Like I clear out the whole shelf because they don't have that much of the stuff in stock. So I'm I'm looking into getting a deep freezer, a chest freezer to be specific. And that way this kind of stuff I can stock it up in there in the event that there is a food shortage, in the event that there is a rush to the grocery store like there was in April, and I do think that it is coming. I want to make sure that we have enough supply for us inside of the apartment rather than hey Lewis just has to eat basically beans and rice. Yeah. For me, if anything happened, let's say tomorrow, I would be perfectly fine. I have a lot of sardines. I have, an adequate amount of food, at least for 3 weeks for myself. But for him, he basically just has like beans, rice, vegetarian chili, that sort of stuff. It's kind of limited. Um, our our freezer is about 3.7 cubic feet according to the label inside. Oh my goodness, whoever decided to make that label inside of the freezer, absolute genius. I was thinking like, how big is the freezer? And then I open the freezer door and I see this big beautiful sticker that says like 3.75 cubic feet. So it's really easy for us to fill up the freezer with stuff. When we have like excess vegetables or if it's a really good sale, I'll usually chop up vegetables, put inside of the freezer. When I decide to make some rice, I can just, pop open a container of frozen vegetables, dump it in the rice, add some butter, add some pepper, and boom, really, really easy meal. Yeah, so this stuff, if you are vegan or vegetarian, I would highly, highly suggest check out Amazon Fresh. I think they have a $50 requirement. It's really easy to meet that with this vegetarian stuff. It tends to be really freaking pricey, this stuff. Yeah. That's the only thing I don't like about vegan vegetarian food. For the stuff that you get, if you buy it in a regular grocery store, it's like $6, $7. I remember there was like this stuff in the store. I've seen it for about $8 in New York. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And when I pick up this stuff, I just kind of cry inside because it's not frugal at all. It's not cheap. But these prices, like this stuff for $3, oh my God, that's amazing. That's like that's almost like 50% cheaper than what I find it in the current stores. 3.12. I really, really want to buy it. Yeah. Yeah. So, and this sausage, by the way, in case you guys try it, I'm gonna sound like a total hater. This thing sucks. I like to pan fry sausages. And maybe it's a Hawaii thing. I'm so used to eating like Portuguese sausage, eggs, and rice. This stuff I put in a pan, and because it looks like meat, I just put it in a pan like I normally do for a sausage. This thing, because it's made out of gluten, it went straight to burn. Yeah, and it didn't taste that good. Lewis didn't like it. I didn't like it. So this stuff sucks. Yeah. But yeah. So this is a treasure trove. I am going to get that. And this stuff, in case you didn't know about this, look at this. Aloha Soy Sauce. Oh, I love this stuff so much. So this is like Hawaii only. Yeah. I remember people were telling me, they said, Erica, Aloha Soy Sauce, you can only really find it um, in Hawaii. I think Las Vegas too, but I'm so happy that I can find it for $13, 64 ounces. I think in I think in Hawaii it was about $6 for that. Or maybe I'm confusing. Yeah, I think it was $6 for this size jug. So $13 shipped to front door perfectly, perfectly. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna I want to get a small chest freezer. I was looking into like a 2.5 cubic feet freezer. Lewis said that he thought it was a good idea. However, he felt like it was too small. So maybe we'll do like a 5 cubic feet deep freezer. I mean, like if there's anything, right? That thing's gonna stay cool for a while. I'm not planning to store any meat in there. This is probably just gonna be all his vegan, vegetarian meals in there. Yeah, because the shelf stable vegetarian stuff is kind of. So yeah, this is just it's gonna be basically the vegan or vegetarian deep freezer, basically just solely for this prepackaged stuff. I feel awful sometimes because it's when I buy like 5 of these, I just clear out the shelf and then I think, man, they need more shelf space. All they do is a lot of the stores in New York, they don't even have that big of a vegan or vegetarian section. When I see something in stock, I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta buy it. I mean, this kind of stuff will only last about one meal. Um, so you can see how quickly we can go through some of this stuff. Like 1 or 2 meals. Two is really, really pushing it. Yeah, see, it's like 10 ounces. So imagine buying this stuff, 10 ounces of this stuff, and it's $6. And that's just one meal. Yeah. It really adds up. So let me tell you guys which one's good. And like this one is forgettable. I know this one's quite good. This one's good. This one's very, very good. This Mandarin orange chicken. This is good too. And yeah, I haven't seen that. Oh, this is really good too. This one I haven't tried. This one I haven't tried. But yeah, this vegetarian stuff is super freaking expensive in stores. If you are vegan or vegetarian, highly highly recommend buying the stuff on Amazon Fresh. Save money. You don't want to go to your local grocery store and cry every time you look at the receipts. I look at it, I'm like, holy frick, we spent like $50 on this stuff, and it's just this Gardein stuff mostly. Gardein plus um yeah, it like food budget wise, if you look how much we spend on food, his is definitely much more larger than mine. The food budget. His is like double the price of mine's or more. Yeah. I don't know. What is this Lieber case thing? What is that? Let me check. I don't know if they do. Let's see. Nope, they don't have any Libra case. Nothing for you guys. No Libra case, yeah. Aw. Kind of meatloaf? Yeah, they don't have it. And then this stuff, if you look at it, the price, it's from shipped and sold from Amazon Fresh. So that's why this kind of surprised me because I thought that this Amazon Fresh stuff was solely from Whole Foods. So if you look at some of the stuff here, maybe this one. Yeah, this one, see? So this one, if you buy it from Amazon Fresh, it's 4.19, but if you buy it from Whole Foods, it's 4.79. I always thought the Amazon Fresh stuff was the same price as the Whole Foods stuff, but it isn't. And it's something because Amazon owns Whole Foods, right? So you would think, I guess they're saying that if you go in the store, it's 4.79, but if you buy it from their warehouse, that's what I guess I don't know if the Amazon Fresh stuff is located in Whole Foods, maybe it's separately. Yeah, and then they can also deliver today. That was a surreal thing. I was like, you guys can deliver today? Whoa! When there was a situation happening in April, we were Lewis was trying to buy stuff from Amazon Fresh because when I was going to the local grocery stores, all this stuff was gone, and he was not too happy because his selection of vegetarian stuff was very limited, basically beans and rice, and he said he didn't like it because he liked having this Gardein stuff, and I was telling him, I said, you know, there is basically almost nothing in the grocery stores. I have a hard time finding food sometimes. Yeah, I know my cooking is not as good as this Gardein stuff, that's for sure, but you know, that's the situation, and I just kind of remembered like he wasn't very happy eating non-Gardein, non vegetarian kind of frozen prepared food sort of thing. So that has definitely swayed me into getting a chest freezer. And if that happens, right, I can do that prepping thing that some people do. The way I see it too is it's going to be cost savings, since if I'm buying all this stuff from Amazon Fresh, the cost savings compared to buying it from a grocery store will inevitably add up. This is like $3 cost savings. For some of these things, it's like $3 cost savings for every single package, right? If we buy 30 of them, that could be potential $90 savings over time. It really makes sense buying a deep freezer. And some of these deep freezers, I think they go as low as like $120. Other ones are like 400, 300, $400. I don't like the idea of spending $400 on a freezer. You guys know how I am. I'm like, oh, I just want to I want to do it in like the frugal way possible. But I am also keenly aware that things are getting picked up quite quickly in terms of deep freezers. If you go to Home Depot, a lot of them sold out, and yeah. So I think I don't know what size deep chest freezer we're gonna get, but for sure one or two of the couches is going to have to go 100%. When it comes down to it, what's more important, right? Making space for a chest freezer, or making space for having what, one, two, we have four couches here, right? We can part away from two couches. Yeah, so I'm gonna get rid of two couches, give them away for free. Someone in the community can have it, put a little free ad or something, and yeah, and then get the chest freezer. And I think it would be a really good idea. Yeah, right now all we have is like basically canned goods, beans, um, yeah, things like that. So this stuff will definitely make it easier. Yeah, so Emily says like I'm saving jobs if I buy it locally. Here's the thing, we already buy groceries in the grocery store. I don't want to have to pay double the price for this Guardian stuff, especially because, you know, when I look at the grocery budget, I'm like, holy frick, we're spending so much money. Some stores, they'll charge $7, $8, you know, for Gardein stuff, depending on what it is. I've seen some vegetarian foods. It goes for like $12 for one little bag like this. Like the New York markup is ridiculous. And also, right? It's people are gonna be shopping at price competitive stuff. I don't see the point of spending, let's say, an extra $180 on this kind of vegan vegetarian stuff if there's a cheaper option out there. Yeah, so yeah. Well, yeah, I gotta do the measurements. I gotta do the measurements. I wanted to originally buy, I think, the 2.5 cubic square feet, but it seems a little small. And I'm thinking though, like if we buy a smaller one, would it be better to just buy two small ones rather than one big one? I don't know. I don't know. And then that way I'm definitely gonna get a drip pan underneath it. They have these 1 inch big pans that go underneath the mini fridges. That way, in case if it leaks, it doesn't go directly downstairs. And that's one of the factors that makes me kind of want to buy a smaller one rather than a big chest freezer. Yeah. Do all Hawaiians? I love my spam. I really do like spam. But I rarely eat it. I think I probably eat the equivalent of one can of spam, maybe two cans of spam a year. Yeah, but I do love eating spam. When I was in Hawaii, I used to eat pan fried spam, like the teriyaki one. Oh, that was like it's so low cost, but it's so nostalgic because now I've never had spam ever since I've been in New York. Yeah. No, I think they sell spam in New York. Actually, wait, they must sell it, but I just haven't noticed it in the stores. Yeah, haven't seen it. Yeah, but there's my Aloha Soy Sauce. $13 jug of 60. I thought it was surprisingly inexpensive. I mean, coming from possibly Hawaii or a Hawaii distributor, yeah, that's a good price. Double the price, $13 instead of 5. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I want to kind of buy this one too. Limeless Vindaloo. Yeah. So, yeah. We'll see how much more. Actually, let me look at like vegan. Let me look at vegetarian food. What's this called? Frozen vegan. Let's see if I can find frozen vegan here. Oh, look at this. Okay, this is kind of expensive to me. Let's see here. I used to tell Lewis, I was like, Frick, Whole Foods is kind of expensive. I always thought of it like his whole paycheck. That's why I don't like going to Whole Foods too much. I rather between Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, I always go to Trader Joe's. Let's see. What is this like? 3 pieces? Oh gosh. Let's see. Yeah, see, this is like much more affordable prices. When I go to the local bodega, which is like 2 blocks away, this stuff is like $7 a pop. So this prices is so much better, and there's a lot more selection. Like I cannot find certain flavors in the local grocery stores, and even when I go to stores, it's like every store has like different flavors, and it's kind of like a pain in the ass to go over to different stores because the Gardein section is so limited, so limited. Ooh, I want to buy that. French fries, rosemary French fries. I haven't had that in a long time. Oh, this is good, by the way. This chili mac stuff. Oh, I love this. It's tasty. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna grab this for myself. Amy's chili mac stuff is good. If you get like the the big pouch of it though, I forgot what it's like meals for two, which is BS, man. The meals for two is more like a meal for one because I can eat the whole thing by myself, and it's like $12 in one of these stores. So freaking expensive. Oh, this is actually not a bad price. 3.97 for that. Wait. Oh wait, this is the sponsored stuff. I was like, wait a second. This is not vegan. This is not vegan or vegetarian. You guys saw I did my search is look, my search is frozen vegan, and then they send me this egg and cheese croissant. I was like, wait a second. Wait a second. Jimmy Dean doesn't make vegan stuff that I'm aware of. Yeah. Oh wait, look at all these sponsored posts. Why are they giving me non-vegan stuff like chicken and chicken sausage, chicken patty? That's deceiving. Stop sending pork stuff. Yeah, okay, so if you look through this stuff, you definitely have to double check what you're ordering, because the meat stuff will sneak in there thanks to the sponsored stuff. Look, here's a sponsored vegan stuff. Sponsored Boca. I don't like Boca, by the way. The taste of Boca is kind of strange. It's a little unsettling. Um, and here's the Jimmy Dean stuff next to each other. Yeah. Bagels. uh, let's see here. not a bad price for Talenti. A lot of the stores I see sells it for $6. Hello, this is not vegan.